but that's not the full sum of what could have been revealed. A 1992 law required the release of hundreds more by midnight tonight, but President Trump agreed to postpone their disclosure after some of the intelligence agencies pushed back. In a written statement, Mr. Trump said, quote, "I have no choice today but to accept those redactions rather than allow potentially irreversible harm to our nation's security." Well, with us from our Washington bureau, Julia Ainsley, NBC News national security and justice reporter, part of our beleaguered team going over these documents as they all arrive page by page. And with that caveat that there may be stories that lead the news in the hours, perhaps even days to come, and that we've just gotten to the first of them. Take us through, Julia, what you've read so far.
So, Brian, it's been about 4 hours since these were released, and we've had a team of about 10 reporters in our newsroom here talking with experts, poring over what we can find. What's important to realize is that only 52 of these documents have never been seen before. We knew there was a cache of about 3,100 super secret, never before seen documents, and we're only getting 52 of those. So it's a much more narrow scope than what we expected. And a lot of the experts we talked to are really frustrated and disappointed by this. They've been waiting over 50 years for these answers. But what we did find was really kind of a window into the history of the time and sort of a window into the way the FBI, the CIA, and the brand new Johnson administration was responding to the assassination of President Kennedy. One thing that stood out to me, and parts of this have been known before, but this really brought it home, was that then FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover said that it was important that the American people knew that there was only one assassin here, and that was Lee Harvey Oswald, that this wasn't a conspiracy, that there weren't other people. And they realized that from the very beginning because they wanted to heal this nation and put them back on track. A lot of people will pick up on that and think, well, were they trying too hard? Was there something they were covering up? But the way we read it, just as it is on the page, it seems that they realized that if the more of this distrust and kind of conspiracy spread throughout American culture at the time, also the height of the Cold War, that was going to be really difficult for a grieving nation and for a new administration to pull that country together.
Julia, thank you for that run through. We also want to let people know there will be kind of curated versions of this on our website. We hope all our friends working late in our Washington bureau have had the sense to at least order pizza. Julia Ainsley, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Coming up, after a lot of hand-wringing for some prominent Republicans on Capitol Hill, are there more GOP defectors from the camp of Trump? More on that when we continue.